I don't understand why your dog has to be there for hours. Place commands are one thing, a dog learning how to stay there until you tell them to move. But to abuse that privilege and responsibility as a dog owner to make it sit for hours on end on this little area and not get up and move is incredibly abusive, and it's unhealthy for the dog.
JayViper is awesome. He's so good looking. He's got the crown in all.
We're going to talk about this Hasan situation real quick because it just keeps going. He just keeps lying and getting caught, handed the cookie jar again and again. Hasan's gate remote gets caught in frame as Mongold is having a field day. So he said he has this gate, this dog gate remote. It's not a gate. It's his shot collar remote. He's calling it his gate remote.
This is the remote for the vibrating gate, I swear. Why does he move this one specific thing out of the frame? It must be the Jews.
Oh, I don't think I did.
It's clearly the ET300 remote that he is literally holding up on his stream. He's hiding it in plain sight. Just like Trump, apparently. Oh God.
There it is. So there's so many clips of him with this in his hand now. They're finding him putting it in gym bags, putting it in his pocket, trying to keep it off the stream. They found him pushing it away when he realized that it had slipped out and was on the camera, on like this overhead camera, and he pushed it away like, gee, why are you doing that? I wonder why.
Oh my God. This is the one people thought it was.
I'm gonna put the Y shot.
Well, there it is. There it is. That's it. He realizes that shit's there, and he's like, "Oh shit, it's in the shot." Damn, dude. But it's okay, guys. It's not really an electronic shock collar, even though these are sticking out of it. And by the way, for anyone who wants to know, these screw off, right? People are like, they're removable, but they're not. These screw onto the plastic. There's like this plastic ring here that has the threads, but inside of it are the metal prongs that are hardwired into the thing down into the board. In order to get those metal prongs off that actually carry the electricity to these that are sticking out, and even if you didn't have these on, they would shock you, you have to take it apart, go into it, and grind them or cut them off. They're not removable. Only the heads are removable and swappable.
Wow.
And for safety's sake, you can't take out the prongs. Because let's say they start coming loose, it could create like a real problem. It could shock or explode on the neck. So they have to be hardwired in, so they cannot actually come loose from the board.
So this is 100% unequivocally proven now?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
If I had to bet on it, I'd bet that this is what happened. Yeah.
Yeah. And let's continue, because Tectone said, this is the end. I mean, I feel like we keep saying this, but his orbiters refuse to admit it. If you are a Hasan Piker viewer, I challenge you to watch this clip. Hasan is lying to your face again. He thinks you are brainwashed morons. He thinks you are as a means to an end. He thinks of you as a means to an end. You're his cash cows. Nothing more. Wake up. Watch this shit.
But the third group of people are the ones who are like, look at this clip, look at that clip, look at this clip. Like, it's obvious he's moving his arms around. Like, he's fucking constantly in a state of zapping. And they've moved away from the initial conversation, which was that, like, she didn't even have that collar on to begin with.
I don't know where he's getting that from. So he's saying, we said that she didn't even have the collar on. Yes, she did. But now now that he said that, his brain is gonna break and he's gonna say that she never had a collar on. There's the collar. Fucking, we saw it. We actually saw it when she went over here. It was on the other side and we could see the box. Look at the fucking, there it is. Hello. Zap.
And go, just stop.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Jesus Christ, what are you doing?
Oh,
And the only
yeah,
reason
he's
why I
not
showed
going
the collar was because
he's not going to go anywhere. No, I don't think we're ending his career or anything like that. But there's no way that we're not going to hound on this and make sure that people know it's not going to be let go, because this is horrible. And it's not just the e-collar thing, right? I get that with larger breeds, it can be helpful for training, but the way he's using it to keep her in this tiny ass little spot for hours and hours. a stream, barely getting up. She just wants to move. And he's talking about, oh, she was allowed to walk around the house. She was allowed to roam like a cow. Like, that's terrible for a dog to do. How about this, Hasan? How about close your door and don't let her in then if she's a problem walking around? Let the dog walk. It's a dog. Or have this here and let her in and out. I don't understand why your dog has to be there for hours. Place commands are one thing. A dog learning how to stay there until you tell them to move. But to abuse that privilege and responsibility as a dog owner to make it sit for hours on end on this little area and not get up and move is incredibly abusive, and it's unhealthy for the dog. Dogs are meant to run around and play and move, not sit here for hours on end because you bought some designer dog for your backdrop so you can have some little stupid pop-up for when people sub to you. It is disgusting, bro. The way he treats his dog, it is a problem.
Because people were clipping other instances
of you shocking your dog.
First of all, are any of the collars illegal? No. Even in the maximalist position, even if what like the people that are claiming are just like a significant threat or whatever, like I've said this already, e-collars that have shocking components that feel like a TENS machine, which I've used on myself in the past because, you know, I'm around dogs that have been trained with that and use it.
So again, it's different training a dog using a shock collar to not bark, to stay inside of a fenced area that's an e-fence, right? It's not getting shocked every time it moves. It gets a little zap whenever it comes close to the fence. I think with the fences, it gets like a vibrator when it comes close, and if they cross, they get hit or something like that. Anyway, the vibrate shock functionality is usually on these things. The vibration is like a warning that they're going to get it. You can choose which one. But when you hear the yelp, it's a shock. I mean, without a doubt. And it would be no doubt to me that if he's just zapping the dog. Like, maybe he's vibrating it too. But, I mean, the fact that we saw him shock the dog because she dared to move, he shocked the dog. It didn't yelp from a vibrate. That didn't happen. She got shocked. And then he's just been lie after lie, compounding lies after lie since then.
Is not only is it not illegal, but it's also straight up used in the e-fencing for people, and it's used in the training of dogs in general.
But not to keep a dog in its place for hours on end. For hours on end, that's the thing. You're zapping your dog for moving off of a little mat that you make it stay in for hours on end. It's not to keep it from biting people. It's not an e-fence. It's to zap it for moving. Because it doesn't want to sit still for hours. That is the issue. And remember, she caught her dew claw, you guys. But now he's sort of admitting he's shocking the dog. Right. Sasha Grey, oh my God. She attempted to defend him. She is so dumb too. I actually watched, there's a longer video. I don't know if this is another one that she posts on her clips channel. It's like 1.5 minutes. It's just her being dumb the entire time.
I saw someone who provided info of the collar when he showed it. He took out the contact points and put electrical tape over it. I watched the same clip. There's no tape.
Oh my God. Well, then she's dumb. Wow. This is a different clip. Oh my God. There's no tape. There's tape, you dummy.
And you can't take those points out.
She just told on him. It's an E300 collar. There is tape. And no, you can't just take the points out. You have to go in and saw them off.
You cannot cut the prongs off.
Yes, you can.
Man, that's what I'm saying. The cope is so
yes, you can.
Hard with a lot of people on this.
You 100% can.
Few moments later.
Like the electric prongs are taken out of it.
Oh, good. It's good
But
to
here's
you.
my thing, right?
Oh, I don't want to watch any more of this.
Oh, yeah, because she just fucking debunked your dumbass. Wow, dude. Wow, pathetic. You go in there, you can saw them right off, maybe even desolder, depending on how they're on the board. You can. Wow. We already know this. This collar is a shock collar. It is a shock collar. It has a vibrate function with a shock on it. We know this. And he's using the shock vibrate functionalities to keep his dog in a 2x3 spot or 2x4.
I know it probably doesn't matter
This is a dog trainer, a babysitter of the dog.
to you because you're
So again, these people like her, Sasha Grey, these people are pretty much taking their integrity and just throwing it out the window to lie for Hasan. You don't, I promise you don't, just don't address it. You know he did it. Beyond a shadow of a doubt, you know what he's doing. Just don't speak. Don't support him. Don't not support him if you don't want to speak against him. Just don't talk. Instead, you're talking, and now you're just being like, yeah, I'm for sale and for clout.
I know it probably doesn't matter to you because you're going to believe what you want to believe and from the sources you want to believe it from, and that's why, like, doesn't matter what I or anyone else says.
It's because we're right.
It's not a shock collar. I've seen that collar. I've used that collar before. I've babysat that dog.
She's seen that collar. She's used that collar before. She's babysat the dog. It's a shock collar. Baby girl, it's a shock. It is a shock collar. Maybe you've seen another collar because Hasan did say that Kaya has many collars. Maybe you saw another one. Maybe you should just shut up now.
But again, it doesn't matter. I also said too, you know, I think it was something Hasan didn't realize in the moment that it was going to end up being a shitstorm like this.
He knew immediately. He knew what he did. He 100% knew immediately. You could see it in his face. That's why he was like, oh, why are you being such a baby? Because he's like, oh shit, the dog yelped this time when I shocked her. Oh my God, she hasn't yelped before. Now, this is going to be a thing. Why are you being a baby? And he tried to play it off. He knew immediately that if that got picked up by anyone who noticed what happened, that it was going to be a serious issue. He knew right away. That's why he, otherwise he would have just picked up the dog and been like, hey guys, no big deal. It's not a shock, and took it off right there. But he couldn't do that because it had prongs at that time. I absolutely believe this.
And so when it happened and people were mentioning in chat, he just did not address it because he, as I said,
was avoiding it.
Didn't think this was going to be the result.
What a bullshit liar. Dude, are you insane? If the chat's mentioning it, he knew right away it was a big deal, which is why he avoided the entire thing and didn't just go get his dog, take the collar off, and show the chat. He knew he could not address it at that time. He knew he could not, and that he had to change the collar, edit that collar because people already ID'd that collar. He knew people ID'd the collar. They had it ID'd immediately. He knew that they ID'd the collar, and he would have to, therefore, make it look like it's not a shock collar, which means altering it completely, which means opening it. His brother's some kind of freaking engineer. He has a room in this house that has all the tools he needs, and you just grind those suckers down. Or if you have something you can cut him off, you can cut him off.
You know, she doesn't even wear it most of the time. It's when she's in the house. She has really good recall, like her training.
So she only wears the collar in the house? But we know that's not true. That's a lie too. We have video of him going out with the dog with the collar on. And he's got the thing in his pocket with his hand in his pocket. So he can zap the dog as needed.
Et cetera, et cetera. But it does not matter because it just, as I said, people just dig their heels in even more.
Like you just now,
frustrating.
Lying to us and yourself and your fans. I mean, these guys pretty much just selling their integrity. Their integrity is for sale. Her integrity is for sale. This one actually, you know, a cutie Cinderella doing the right thing, probably not realizing what she did. But Sasha Grey, like, is anyone surprised her integrity is for sale? Like, honestly, is anyone surprised at all? And I think it's just important. Like, people are trying to say that Hasan is such a good dog owner. His dogs are so well behaved. Maybe because he's shocking the fuck out of them. He's pulled his other dog by the tail and told him he's going to kill it. He doesn't respect animals. He just wants them to do what he wants them to do. And that's what it is. It's a thing of power for him. I think the guy is like a power tripper anyway, straight up. He gets a dog and he can exert power over dogs because dogs will do what you say. And you can tell by the way he treats his dogs. He's got shock collar on the dogs. Please. I don't believe a word anyone says about him being a good dog owner. I don't believe it. I think they're well behaved because they know what's going to happen if they aren't.
He's owning every game.